Oh, I'm so happy. I love just waking up and looking over at my babies hanging out. Nice and safe and happy and healthy.
Hey guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. So if you watched last week's video, I lived a nightmare, and that was that I was on the way to work and I realized I left my luggage in the garage. Everything I needed to go to work, everything I needed to be legal to do my job, I left in the garage. Thankfully, I left the house early enough where I could circle around and pick it up. Well, tonight, I'm on the way to work. I wasn't as close this time, but foreshadowing, I was on the way to work. And I'm thinking, did I close the front door? I'm becoming an old man. I'm becoming my grandmother and my grandfather at the same time. I was like, did I close the front door? I don't know why it popped into my mind. Probably because I didn't lock the front door. I locked it. I didn't close it. So I have security grates. If you've seen me walk through my house, you've seen the ornate iron grate that's on my front window. I have a very, very, very secure security grate on my front door. It's impenetrable. There is no way to get into my house through my front door if those locks are engaged, and they're always engaged. I always lock those doors, but I leave the front door open sometimes with that grate engaged because Buddy loves to look outside. He loves the fresh air. He likes to hear traffic. He likes to see people moving around. He loves to hang out in the front door. And when it's cool enough, I leave the door open for him with the grate securely locked. Well, I left the house. I'm driving to work, and of course I realize I left the door open for Buddy. Thankfully, I had exactly an hour from the time that I realized that till I could get back home, and I'm almost at the airport again. I'm at University Center and I think Flamingo, if you know Las Vegas. So I just have like another 5-minute drive to get to the airport, plenty of time. But jeepers creepers, I need to take some sort of memory supplement, something. I can't blame it on anything. I had a nap, I ate dinner. I'm just getting old. But yeah, so I have to make a checklist. Did I close the door? Did I pack my bag? All right, well, I am going to Newark tonight. I'm flying to Newark on a red eye. I have 27 hours in Newark, and then I've got 2 legs coming back the next day. I get back into Las Vegas about 5:30 in the afternoon. And I'm really, really hopeful that my new cell phone, I'm getting the Galaxy S22 Ultra. I'm getting that phone, and the people at T-Mobile are so nice. They're letting me deliver my phone to the store, which is literally a walk. It's a stone's throw from my house. So they're very, very nice in letting me deliver my phone to the store. Because packages get stolen from my front stoop. So hopefully my phone will be here. It should be. And I'll be able to get that. I'll have 30 days to bring this phone or get it back to T-Mobile, so I can do that. So I'm super, super excited about that. And then let's see what's coming up on the 23rd. I have a maintenance visit for my car. I've had my car, this is a lot of information all packed into one drive to work, right? You know me. I've had my car since June 22nd of 2021, and it's February, is it February 20th right now? So I've had it for a while. I have 4,005 miles on my odometer. So I'm doing pretty good, keeping, with the minimum amount of traveling, because I only get 10,000 miles a year, I think, with my lease, but blah, blah, blah. The road to work from here on is very bumpy, so I'm going to let you go. I will see you soon. Alrighty, so we're going to start boarding in a moment. We are full, 186. Flight time is 4 hours and 10 minutes from Vegas to Newark. And it's going to be a great flight. Really looking forward to it. Awesome crew. One of my favorite classmates, Diana, is flying in the back with us. So I am super, super pleased. And yeah, let's go to Newark. Hey guys, hi. So I made it to my hotel room here in Newark. You've seen this room before again and again and again, but look at this light. It's such a nice morning. See that light against the wall? It's just a really nice morning. I think I have the same view as last week. Yep, same view. Womp womp. Nothing very good. But yeah, good easy flight, simple flight, amazing crew. I mean, fantastic. I just got breakfast. I'm gonna eat that and then hopefully take a 2-hour nap. Just a 2-hour nap, and then I'd like to go into the city. I still haven't made up my mind as to what I want to do. I'll just get there and see what happens. It's supposed to be in the low 50s, and I'm not really going to be dressed appropriately. So if I see a sweatshirt or something, or an H&M or something cheap, I might pop in because I've got like a black t-shirt and a windbreaker. So we'll see. But I will see you wherever I go. I'll take you with me. All right. In the meantime, I gotta eat and sleep. Bye. Hey guys, I left the hotel room. I'll tell you about that in a second. I feel weird talking with someone on the train with me.
Next stop is Terminal C.
This is a little tram from the airport into the Port Authority. Not Port Authority, Penn Station. And the city is over there. Can you see that? Yeah, lots of room. Ow. Oh, I hit my head. So yeah, I almost didn't talk to you guys because that train car that I was on was so small. There was like room for 2 people, and he's giving me this look like whatever. So I almost didn't leave the hotel room today. I got to bed at like 9 o'clock. I just couldn't sleep right away. So I watched some YouTube videos and lay there in bed. Finally, about 10:30, my alarm went off, and I'm like, there's no way, I need more sleep. So I woke up at 11:05, and then I looked out the window. It's a bright sunny day, but I was trying to convince myself, man, I'm so tired, I only need more sleep. I almost didn't leave the room. I'm so glad I did. It's a beautiful day. I probably will end up having to look for a sweatshirt or something because I just have a t-shirt and this little windbreaker thing I got at Primark, but I have no idea where I'm going into town. But you want to go with me? Let's go. All right, so the train dropped me off right next to Madison Square Garden. Again, I have no idea what to do. I don't think I want to go to a museum, only because it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I would only have a couple hours in any of the museums. So I think I'm going to just head in the direction of Greenwich Village, Soho, see what happens. I'm probably going to walk just to kind of I love being in New York City. Like, having a particular destination isn't always the goal for me, but I'm going to head in that direction. Hey there, so a little change in direction. I was going to head down towards the Greenwich Village area, maybe Soho, but I realized how close I was to the High Line, and I figured, let's go. It's been a couple years since I've been. The High Line, Google it, but the High Line used to be an elevated train track. Now it's a park. I know. And it looks like they've extended it since I've been here. So I'm super excited. And welcome to New York. But this is like what it looks like underneath. And I'll show you what it looks like when we get up there. Getting my steps in today. Oops, sorry. Oh, more stairs. Oh, look at that. It's a sculpture of a drone. A lot of public art up here. Yeah, they've extended it quite a ways. So there's that drone. And we'll head that way and around. Down that way. It's a beautiful day. Look at that. I guess that's called the vessel or vessel. It looks like you can walk on it, but I don't see a single person up there. Huh. That is wild. All right. Man, I can't believe how extensive this has become. Oh my gosh, the last time I was here was years ago, now that I think about it, because I stayed at the Jane Hotel for like just overnight, and the Jane Hotel is down in the Meatpacking District, and I remember walking along the High Line, and I filmed a bit of it for you while I was walking. This is years ago, but it used to stop at 28th Street, so they've extended it up past 30th Street. So that's where I am right now. I'm gonna head down that way, and then over that way. It's a very busy day on the High Line. I can't imagine what it's like in warmer weather. It's probably 50 degrees. My hands are freezing, but otherwise uncomfortable. There's the drone I showed you over there. And here you can see the original train tracks, or some of them, that ran along that way. Look at this building. Isn't that pretty? Look at the balconies, how they curve around.
I think once.
Could you imagine living here and looking out your window at these people all day long? Huh. Looks like a cruise ship. There I am. So, did you forget to put your retainer in last night? It's a marble retainer. Look at the shape of the windows. How they kind of curve out down here as well. And they mirror over here. They're faceted like jewels. So pretty. Oh, there's the Hudson River. And I have never seen or heard of that over there. Can you see this? I'm not sure if my camera can pick up as much, but it's like a garden on stilts. Again, I'm not sure if I can see that. There's a ton of people over there. But I have to find a restroom. All right, I'm gonna stop inside Chelsea Market for a bite to eat and a restroom. How many times can I tell you I have to go to the bathroom? Sorry. So much better. All right, so I'm inside Chelsea Market. I haven't been here in years either, and this place is vast. There's all sorts of shops from like goods from India, lots of bakeries and stuff. Way down there, there's like a flea market with lots of handmade items. I don't know what's down there, but those curtains are cool. I'm gonna go into Pearl River, which is this sort of Asian market with all sorts of wild stuff. All right, so I popped back up to the High Line. I wanted to get a shot of this view right up in front. See that tower thing? I think that's original to the train tracks, maybe for water or something. I don't know, but it's funny that there's a tree growing out of the top of it, sort of to echo what happened to the High Line here. And if you look really far in the distance, way back there. And with my new phone, you'll be able to actually see what that is. Right there in the middle, that's the Statue of Liberty. With my new phone, I'll be able to get a better shot of that, but there you go. That's about as close as I'm getting to the Statue of Liberty. Oh, I went out there once, the Statue of Liberty, and climbed to the top. It was one of the most miserable experiences of my life. You're climbing up this spiral staircase. Your face is literally, and I mean literally, not figure, your face is in front of someone's behind, just like this, and you know that your behind is in front of their face. It's like a very long patriotic version of the movie Centipede. You know, it's too much. But I'm gonna head down towards Greenwich Village now that I've left that image in your mind, and we'll see what happens from there. All right, so I just left the meatpacking district, and I think I'm heading in the direction of Greenwich Village. New York has changed so much since I started coming here back in the late 80s. I mean, the meatpacking district I was just in used to be sexy, dangerous, really sketchy, dangerous, really sexy. I have a history of in the meatpacking district. And now it's all sort of bougie. It's crazy. I just saw a YouTuber who became viral, huge success overnight. I used to follow him and I used to watch every one of his videos. I'm not going to even describe the genre of his channel because I don't want to start a YouTube war. But I just saw him walk by and I was like, oh my God. I didn't say anything because I kind of hate him a little bit. I used to watch him because he was always pleasant. He was always nice. He had his opinions, but he delivered them in a very thoughtful manner. And I just really enjoyed his point of view and his insight and his positive nature. I really enjoyed him. And then he became famous overnight. I mean, literally like 5 subscribers to, you know, hundreds of thousands, like in a week. And then he got real sassy and real bitter and he couldn't say 2 kind words in a row. And it was like, whoa, what happened? And literally it was overnight. So I just saw him walk by and I was like, oh my God, that's so crazy. Yeah, straight thought. Where am I? I'm on Gainsvort Street. I hope heading in the direction I want to go in. We'll see. Look at this, the cutest little police car you've ever seen in your life. Okay, I'm dating myself here, but the fact that the little park across the street from the Stonewall Inn, which is right over there, I'll walk over there in a minute, is now a national monument. And that I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. But yeah, let's walk in. I'm trying to inhale a piece of pizza as I walk. Okay, across the street from the National Memorial is the Stonewall Inn. And this is where the riots in, it was June 28th, 1969. Took place, and while there were many efforts over decades and generations to spark a gay rights movement, equal rights movement, not just gay rights, this riot at the Stonewall Inn really took flame and led to the equal rights that I have today, which is pretty spectacular. I just can't believe that that little park is now a national monument. It's crazy. All right. Oh, wait, look. You gotta see. Look. Oh my God. Puppies.
It's only a day?
Puppies. Look at that little face. Look at that little face. But is it a puppy mill? I don't know. All right, so Stonewall is down there. If you walk towards the river down Christopher Street, there's a Dunkin' Donuts on your right, and that's on my left right now. Right next door to that all these memories I'm having. Right next door to that was a place called Smalls. It was a little teeny doorway. You walked downstairs. You paid $10 cover. It was BYOB, so you brought your own alcohol. And it was a jazz club in someone's cellar. It was a full jazz club. The most amazing live music, all like happening literally right on top of you. It's a basement. And it was probably the most amazing live music experience I've ever had in my life. It like spiritual, you know. It's been closed for years and years, but you know, as you get older, you start collecting memories. Every street you walk down, there's like, oh, a memory. Oh, wow, a memory. To be like 95 years old, to have like memories on top of memories on top of memories. God, how do they function? Oh my God, I'm having a hard time with all these memories at 52. Oh, boys and girls, I am getting very tired. I've been walking quite a while. I have just crossed Houston and 6th Avenue. Look at this little playground. And the creepiest little seal I've ever seen in my life. That's kind of terrifying. All right, I'm gonna head down Houston and swing a right somewhere. I don't know where yet. Sad face and grumpy pants. I'm a little disappointed. One of the reasons I came down to Soho was to go to dinner. One of my favorite little restaurants in New York is this place, Il Corallo Trattoria, however you say that in Italian. It's super cute inside, super casual, consistently good food, good prices. It's in a great little neighborhood. And I try to come here as often as I can, but they're closed on Monday. So, good thing I had that pizza earlier. Sad face. All right, so I'm going to continue walking, maybe down Prince Street for a little while. I'm getting wicked tired. I just checked my watch. I've walked about 16,000 steps, which I know isn't that far, but it feels far with 2 hours sleep. So I'm going to walk around for a little bit longer and then head back to the hotel. If you've never been into Soho, I'll give you a little glimpse. It's not that exciting. It's just lots and lots of shops. Oh, John Hardy. I love John Hardy. It's just, you know, every major city has a street like this. You know, just kind of fairly high-end shops. It's a subtle little street. There's Louis Vuitton, Versace, Dior, Fendi. I'll take a little walk. Look in the window at Versace. I miss Versace. I used to be a makeup artist for Versace 1,000 years ago. Some of the best years of my life, I think, except for being a flight attendant, of course, but I was fancy back then. It was a long time ago. Okay, I'm coming up to Union Square. You can see the Empire State Building right there in the middle of the frame. I'm not quite sure why I'm being so stubborn and walking the whole way back. I could just take the subway, it's right there, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna make it. My legs hurt. My toes hurt. And way down there is my favorite building in all of New York City. It's the Flatiron Building. At one time it was like considered a skyscraper. And on the right hand side, a little further down, is my favorite sandwich shop in New York. It's called Eisenberg's Sandwich Shop. You gotta go, it's amazing. And you can do everything in New York, including playing ping pong. Crazy town. Oh, I finally made it back to Penn Station. Oh my gosh. It is 5:53. Huh. Have I ever shared with you my feelings about motorcycles and the noise they make? Are you effing kidding me? gosh, I couldn't have handled a full-fledged fire alarm tonight. I really couldn't. It just went on for like 10 seconds. All right. Hi. I just heard it click. All right. What a mess. So, hi. It's like 10 10 past 11 in the evening, and I'm kind of recovering from my walkabout today. I took 25,052 steps today, which is good for me. I walked forever. You know, I walked all over the city. I had a really nice day. I didn't buy anything except for some snacks and some food, which is great because I need to save money for Clay, you know. And I had a really, really nice layover, a much needed, pleasant layover. This afternoon, I looked at Facebook, and this is going to go really dark real quick. So, you know, prepare yourself or skip ahead because this isn't happy stuff I'll be sharing with you. Because, you know, I share everything with you because for some reason, some of you like to hear it. I don't know. I'm not sure why I'm avoiding this, but this afternoon I looked at Facebook and one of those little memories popped up. You know, Facebook memories, and today is my mother's second anniversary of passing away. My mother died 2 years ago today at 3:15 p.m. Now, before you start typing, you know, I'm sorry for your loss, please don't. Because if you know me and my story and a little bit of my story with my mother, it is not a sad thing. We did not have a good relationship. In a way, I was comforted and kind of happy that she eventually passed. It was a very bad relationship. I think right now I'm hearing Terry Lynn in my head right now, but yeah, so it popped up on Facebook today that it was 2 years ago today that she died. And I looked at the memory, and it's a post. I'm going to read just a little bit of it just so you can get a taste of the flavor of the emotions that day. I won't, we hadn't spoken in many years, but I went to see her the day before yesterday to say goodbye. Flying back to Vegas yesterday, I listened to Joni Mitchell's Court and Spark, crying and crying. Court and Spark by Joni Mitchell is one of like 3 albums my mother owned. It was Court and Spark, So Far by Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and The Best of Manhattan Transfer. Like, those are the 3 albums she owned. And we played them over and over again as a child. And as an adult, I rediscovered Joni Mitchell and particularly Court and Spark. And I've always thought of my mother at her best when I listened to that album. There are a handful of memories from decades ago that proved that she didn't always regret that she had me. And I believe in my heart that she regretted having children. But I was 8 years old when she got me high, and we ate a Boston cream pie with 2 forks and no plates. I was 10, and some neighborhood boys stole my bike. She flew like Mercury with winged feet and the righteous anger and electricity of Zeus to get that bike back. I don't have very fond memories. Mostly it was pain, terror, abandonment. So it's a shock that it hurt me this much that she died. It was surprising to me that it hurt when she finally died. I had been kind of looking forward to this day for a long time, not to sound too morbid. It was painful. Everything about her was painful. I wrote, she was so small and white in that bed when I finally went to visit her. But she was so big in life. I did tell her that I forgave her. I don't know if I believed it at the time, but it felt like the right thing to say as I left her that one last time. And I think I'd like to say that I've come to forgive her to a degree. As I get older, I understand maybe why she made some of the choices she did, or why she let fear of letting a man go versus a healthy relationship with her son. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. And no, I haven't been to therapy. That's why you're here. Let's see. I said I'm pretty effing sad right now, sitting at Panda on South Maryland, staring at a message saying that she's gone. I've never been so alone. Grandma, Grandpa, my brother Mark, my Aunt Peggy, Patty, Andy Lane, all dead. Beyond a few cousins, I'm alone. Sitting here looking out the window, a one-footed pigeon that's clearly dying. I remember sitting at that Panda looking out at this pigeon who had one leg. It was hopping around, and it was clearly not long for this world. I had a plate of cooling rice, chicken, and string beans alone. That was 2 years ago today. It's so strange because you know, if you've been with me for a while, my life has changed significantly over the past couple of years. And I think in one way I may have, to a degree, forgiven my mother for some of what she did. Some. But blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure why I'm sharing this with you, but this weighs heavy on me today. This anniversary weighs heavy on me. As you get older, do you remember earlier in this video, if you're still watching this video, do you remember earlier in this video where I said everywhere you look, as you get older, every street you look down, every building you look at, there's a memory on top of memory on top of memory. Today is a culmination of a whole bunch of memories of my mother and me, and oh, it was a mess. It was a mess. But I hope she's at peace. I do hope that. I hope she's at peace. And I know that and I wrote this here too, I know that she loved a lot of people. She eventually got sober and got healthy to a degree, and she helped a lot of people, and a lot of people loved her deeply, but she could never share that love with me. She could share that love with strangers, but never with me, which is really the one resentment I think I'll hold on to for the rest of my life. But blah, blah, blah. How's that for a last minute little trip down memory lane before I jump in bed? I don't even know if I'll be posting this part, but I'm going home tomorrow. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But home, doesn't that sound nice? All right. I'm going to bed. I will see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning, guys. Hi. So it is 8:30 exactly. I've got 10 minutes to get downstairs for the shuttle. My bags are packed. All of my things are accounted for, so I'm good to go. With last night's talk about my mother, if I even include this in the video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I didn't include it. But who knows? With all of my talk last night about my mother passing away 2 years ago, I had a nightmare. Not about my mother, though. It was about finding the perfect cutting board. What does that say about me? I ended up in my nightmare. It was a nightmare, too. It was awful. I ended up with a 3-inch thick plank of wood for a cutting board. I don't know what that says about me, but enough. We are going from Newark to New Orleans today. We have a 2-hour and 40 some odd minute sit in New Orleans, and then we're going to continue back home. I should be home by about 5 o'clock. My phone, I believe, is waiting for me at the T-Mobile store near my house, so I'll rush over, pick that up, and then start playing with my phone. So I will see you at some point during the day. All right, I will see you later. All right, so hi. I just got back in from, where were we? Newark. We're in New Orleans. I'm walking through with my crew to go get some beignets or something, and someone calls out my name.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh my God, my dear friend Steven. I can't believe we met again.
This is a dear, dear friend of mine. She suffered me. We both survived. Are you still there?
Yes.
Saks Fifth Avenue, fine jewelry. I'm sorry my camera lens is dirty. This is Deborah. An absolute angel. She called up my name. We're walking through the airport. Out of the entire planet, she sees me. This is for my YouTube channel. I'm famous, you know. I'm famous. I just had to. It's like the most amazing miracle.
It is.
This is Deborah. She is a saint.
No, I'm not.
And
No, I'm not.
She's quiet with her
fabulous.
wicked sense of humor. I am fabulous, but well, hot. See you later. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm hopefully on the way to find some beignets before I have to run over to the gate. What I was gonna say coincidence, it felt like a miracle running into Deborah. Deb is one of my favorite people from my years at Saks. An amazing coworker, an amazing friend, amazing person. It just feels like a miracle to run into her at the airport. It's just so strange. Out of the millions of people, you know, in airports, there she was. So funny. She heard my voice, turned around and saw me. Not a shocker that people could hear my voice through an entire airport, but amazing, amazing. All right, I need some beignets. I will see you soon. Hey guys, hi, welcome back to Las Vegas. I'm sorry to begin and end this video in the car. I honestly just don't think I have the energy once I get home to like take all this off and sit down and set up the tripod and blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna end this in the car. I'm on the way to T-Mobile to pick up my new phone. Hopefully you'll notice some sort of difference in my camera quality and potentially other things. We'll see. This phone has a surprisingly great camera, so I'm looking forward to using it. So the flight to Las Vegas from New Orleans was the flight itself was easy. The boarding process is frequently the most stressful part of flying, but the boarding process today was a little bit of a ramshackle mess. The gate agent was really trying real hard to make sure that everything worked out, but I guess someone else did part of her boarding. She did the other. It wasn't smooth, and we had babies in the wrong seats with inflatable seat belts, and we had all sorts of chaos going on. So boarding was kind of a mess, but once we got off and you know took off, it was easy sailing until we arrived in the Las Vegas air zone. There is significant weather here. It's very, very windy. Wind gusts up to 45, 50 miles an hour. And so they had us circling the airport for a little while, which is not cool because people are ready to land. You know, they're ready to get off the plane. It was pretty bumpy. I wouldn't say harrowing, but it was pretty bumpy up in front. In the back, apparently, it was a real Disney ride. It was an e-ticket ride for you old people. But it was all good. No one got sick. No one threw up or anything. So it was good. Really, really nice passengers on board. We had a fantastic chaser from Dallas. She was really remarkable. A lot of fun. A little irreverent, but really it was all appreciated. It was all very good. So I'm really glad to be home. The highlight of this trip was seeing my friend Deb. It was the highlight of my trip. It was really, I don't know if I've had such a good hug in a real long time. And if you've been as long as I have without a really deep, loving hug from someone, it's been a long time. I honestly don't remember the last time someone gave me a hug with so much love, without expectation. You know what I mean? I don't remember. And so getting that hug from Deb was just remarkable. It was so good. Let me get into this lane. And it was just so nice to see her. That was the high point of my trip, I think. And of course, walking around New York. But blah, blah, blah. This video is already way too long. So thank you for watching. As always, you know I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to Portland for a long layover, so I'll bring you along with me. See you later, alligator. Fly safe.